Hello everybody and welcome back to year number 7 here in our Wake Forest Deacons Dynasty here on NCAA Football 2014. The year 2019 is officially here. Last week the Deacons had a bye week to start off their season, their I believe second consecutive year where they have led off with a bye week. I believe weeks 1 and 2 this year. It is weeks 1 and 4, so we actually get to see the boys in action and get to see the new team, all except for basically the receiving core and the All-American halfback in Wayne Haynes. Game 1, we'll get to that next week. That's against the FCS West Fusion. Shouldn't be a game. I believe last year we played an FCS team. We won 56-10 or 56-0. So I expect the same, if not better, result from the new kids on the block. Quarterback, defense, everything, and anything. I probably said that backwards, but that's fine. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into who is Wake Forest going after, at least to start the year, the top 25. And really, that's about it. Because stats and records week 2, 1 week in, maybe 2 weeks in, you can't test anything. You can't throw guys' name, in the Heisman vote. You can't do anything. But today we're going to be looking at recruiting and the top 25 going into week number 2 since Wake Forest did not play. So first things first is recruiting for 2019. If we go ahead and we go to team needs and we hit X for options, you can see Wake Forest team needs 2 tackles, a strong safety, 1 middle linebacker, 1 kicker, 1 wide receiver, 1 halfback because Wayne Haynes is a redshirted senior. This is his official last year on the team, and a punter. You can see that we have some pretty good guys already. 77, 74 overall kicker. We only need 1 of them. Only need 1 wide receiver, 1 halfback. We have those covered in Adam Smith and Greg Utley. 1 punter, 1 strong safety, 1 middle linebacker, 2 tackles, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top 3 positions. A kicker, a halfback, and a wide receiver. It starts off with Joe Carr and Alfred Jackson. We're going to take a look at Joe Carr. We have more of a lead with him. He's from Signal Mountain, Tennessee. He's a balanced kicker, 189 on the scale, 6'2", and 2-star. Doesn't really matter as long as you got that leg. That will work for us. Proximity to home, he's very close. North Carolina and Tennessee, B+. Academic prestige, Wake Forest is one of the top, if not the top private schools in the NCAA, so A+ there. Playing time, he would come in and say walk-on starter. Pipeline state, unfortunately, Tennessee is not a pipeline state for Wake Forest, so you don't get any points. That rounds out to 300 points. Scouting, he's got 79 kick power, 77 kick accuracy. We scouted him at a base 74. He has moved up 3 to a 77 overall. Really nothing else to go off of. Strength 50. If we ever do trick plays, 65 speed, 52 agility. Saying that, let's take a look at the other kickers. So far, without scouting, Alfred Jackson, he is a 74 overall. His proximity to home, he's from Georgia. He gets a B+ on that. Playing time, maybe wouldn't be the starter. Maybe he would. That's why he gets a C+. In campus lifestyle, Wake Forest is very academically focused. Sports come at a second nature. D+ for campus lifestyle. But Demon Deacons know how to have fun. Plus 230 total because he is in a pipeline state for Georgia. Well, that's why Joe Carr is ranked higher than him. Currently, we lead them both. He's from Fort Stewart, Georgia. He's an accurate kicker. That's very nice to see in that. 176 and 6 foot. He's also 2-star. Let's move on to the halfback position out of Stuart, Florida. A pure speed back. 209 pounds, 5'11", 4-star as it stands prospect in Adam Smith. For bonus points, we have conference prestige. ACC is one of the best, if not the best, conferences in college football. Playing style, I like his speed. Speed comes naturally, and he already has the natural part figured out. So he will be a demo machine on the field. Pro potential, right now, he's coming in at a 4-star. He's got very good pro potential, and he's in Florida. He's a Pipeline State, 305 total points. If we go to scouting, he is fully scouted, 74 overall. He was 73 base. Your main areas to look at: rushing, maybe some blocking, maybe a little receiving, and of course the base overalls. So 92 speed, 85 excel. I would like to see his break tackle, his ball carrier vision, his carrying, and juke move and elusiveness to go up. I do not like him that low. I know you're saying mid-80s, high 80s, or sorry, mid-70s to high 70s and low 80s. Yes, that's very good, but I need you to do a little bit more. Blocking, pass block, run block, that's not too much of a worry. Impact block is where I care, and that is a 49. I would like to see that get up there. And then receiving, you know, slip screen, little play action passes, anything like that. He has decent release at 78, 71 route running. The catching needs to come up, and the catch in traffic definitely needs to come up as well. But that's Adam Smith. Currently, we are second to Mississippi State. He is out of Stuart, Florida, so I'm very shocked that he has picked the Bulldogs so far, but we're only 300 points behind. We can make that up in the blink of an eye. And finally, Greg Utley. So far, we are second on his list. The Commodores of Vanderbilt lead the way. He is also a 4-star prospect. He is a speed wide receiver like Adam Smith is to halfbacks. He is from Oak Grove, South Carolina. So Vanderbilt makes a little bit more sense. We're only 10 points out, and then from there it's North Carolina State, Kentucky, and Duke. So a very heavy SEC, ACC mix and match. For Adam Smith, it's really all around the conferences there. So with that said, I like Greg Utley very much. He's 182, 5'11". His bonus points: A, conference prestige for the ACC, B+, proximity to home, 3-hour drive to North Carolina. That's all you have to do. Maybe 4.5, 5 to Winston-Salem. Program tradition, I honestly thought it would be a lot higher, but it is a C-. I will take it with a grain of salt. 295 points, I will take that. 71 overall base, we scouted him fully. 73 overall with the +2. His base stats: 90 speed, 89 excel, 78 jumping, 83 stamina, 86 agility. I'd like to see that strength go up for one-on-one battles. His rushing, I could care less. Receiving's where it's at. Catch in traffic, I would like that to go up. 68 right now. Spectacular catch is 70. A release of 60 is not okay. That needs to be at least mid-70s by the end of the year. Route running, 78, that's fine. And catching, I would like to be in the high 70s. Right now, that is a 71. Once again, Vanderbilt leads him. He is from Oak Grove, South Carolina. And that's the recruiting breakdown. So, ladies and gentlemen, Pipeline States, if you don't know them, let's learn them together. North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Anywhere else, guess what? It doesn't matter. So with that said, here's the prospect map. Top 3 prospects are from UNC. Top 3 prospects are from South Carolina. And then top 3 prospects are from Georgia. Florida, same thing. You have 3 5-stars in Florida, 3 5-stars in Georgia, 3 4-stars in Tennessee. They are not a Pipeline State. We actually skipped South Carolina. 1 5-star, 2 4-stars. And at home, 3 4-stars. So a lot of prospects here in the Pipeline States. We're focused on guys we need for the team each and every year. Let's go check out that top 25 poll. After 1 week, the Crimson Tide are back on top at number 1. They defeated number 7 USC 34-31 at home. This week they have Georgia Tech. Hopefully the ACC can show up and represent. Florida is number 2, so that SEC battle is coming alive, folks. Florida, Bama. If it comes down to it, who do you have? Georgia Tech is 3rd. They were actually 1st. Well, they actually got 1 vote. They were 6th last week, and they move up to 3rd. South Carolina is 4th. Navy, the midshipmen, are 5th. Mississippi State is 6th. USC, the Southern California Trojans, not South Carolina Gamecocks, 7th. Oklahoma, 8th. TCU is 9th. Texas is 10th. Iowa 11th. UNC 12th. Oklahoma State 13th. Penn State 14th. Miami 15th. Clemson 16th. Notre Dame 17th. Texas A&M 18. 19 is Georgia. 20 are the Wildcats of Arizona. Ole Miss Rebels 21st. Virginia Tech 22nd. Florida State 23rd. Michigan 24th. And Ohio State 25th. Other receiving votes. Wake Forest, we are in there. We have 21 votes. Technicalities, we are, let's see, Northwestern's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 is wrong to do. We're 33rd. That's not bad to begin the season and not having to play a game, but other teams need to lose ahead of us. Northwestern, Ohio, Nebraska, Purdue, LSU, Syracuse, Troy, and then we'll move up as we go. LSU and Syracuse both, I would assume, lost because they dropped out. So with that said, that's your top 25. That is your recruiting breakdown. Let's go to Heisman Watch. Let's throw a little bonus in there. Wayne Haynes, the red-shirted senior, currently leads the Heisman. Iowa has not played. Oklahoma has played. Marshall, yeah. Marshall, the Herd, they're in there. Glad to see them in there. And then Alabama is in there. Only 2 teams have played in the Heisman, and Oklahoma did not move up. Alabama did. Right now, I expect Wayne Haynes to run all over these guys. The halfback from Iowa, the quarterback from Oklahoma. That might be hard to beat with the statistics in each category, respectively. Quarterback from Marshall, I expect him to drop out very soon. Halfback from Alabama, I believe Wayne Haynes will conquer him. I believe Wayne Haynes will be the top finishing halfback. If he is not, that is a crime in itself. So guys, thank you for watching week 1 of the 2019 season. Wake Forest takes on FCS West Fusion in what should be a non-exciting game. Unless you're a Wake Forest fan, then you get to see maybe the reserves in the 4th quarter. Who knows? But guys, we'll find out next week from BB&T Field. It's a home game. It's our season opener, and we will see you there. Take care, everyone.